Hey there. If you think life needs to cooperate before you keep going and moving forward with yourself, it doesn't. It doesn't cooperate. I've got caregiving responsibilities of my husband. He's getting better, but it's still a struggle. I've got an elder dog who's mostly blind and deaf and wears diapers. I have a younger dog that I just found out has a tumor and may not make it. We're waiting, hoping, and bracing. And I'm trying to build 2 online brands, Lisa Renee Project and also the Laptop Retirement. I'll link that below. Go check it out. Help me out over there. I'd appreciate it. But this is what renovation looks like when there is no pause button. It's an ongoing process, renovating my life. It's not perfection. Perfection waits for calm days or some emotional bandwidth, which, I'm drained most of the time. And it's not waiting on, perfection is, guaranteed income, and I've let that go. And renovation in my life is assuming there's going to be disruption. There's probably going to be some grief. That's hard for me to talk about. And a lot of uncertainty. But I'm not fixing my life after things settle down. I've done that too much in my past. And now I'm working on rebuilding what I created a mess out of. And that's me. So, this is not a hard but beautiful season. This is simply a hard season. The caregiving drains focus. Pets' illnesses hit really deep when it's a younger dog. I expect Abby's going to be passing soon. She's 14, going on 15. I mean, that's just the way it is. But Ollie, he's like 7, Oh, and financial uncertainty adds a constant background noise. It's like, maybe I should just quit all this stuff nonsense and go back doing DoorDash again. But no, I refuse. I did not make that decision lightly. It just hit me one day like a ton of bricks. Leave that BS, quit doing that, and focus on your future. And so that's what I'm doing. A hard season, though, doesn't cancel discipline. It has to reshape it. So my non-negotiables haven't disappeared. Exercise is like my saving grace. It's my happy place. I love to do it. I know a lot of people don't, but I love it. It kind of gives me a renewed energy and emotional strength. And so I exercise 40 minutes to 2 hours every day, doing something, whether it's strength training, whether it's cardio, whether it's getting outside. Well, that's not so much now that it's getting colder. This is, if you're watching this and it's another time of year, this is January in Middle Tennessee, so it's kind of chilly. I still get it done. Maybe it's not always pretty or as focused as I should be, but it does make me feel better afterwards. So I will not let that go. And food is still probably 90% on point. I've learned to prep more, prepare multiple days of food, whether it's simply making a stew and having enough of it to cover several days. Whatever it is, renovation of my life doesn't mean I stop doing the work. It means I stop demanding perfection. I have to. I've got too much other chaos going on, so there's no perfection here. So I haven't lowered expectations of myself. I simply change when they happen, being more flexible. I train daily. There's no negotiating that, like I was talking about. My standards are my anchor. And the schedule is a sail, because the sails change depending on what direction you need to go in. So I hold on to these basics as standards now. I think, what is that saying? You don't rise to the level of your goals, you fall to your standards. So how low or high are your standards? That is what you just hold on to. And that's what I have done. But my business time is the hardest and most fragile. I feel like most of my life, I've always let my work or my business take a back burner. Like that's just part-time. Well, no, that's not what I'm doing anymore. What I'm doing is working towards building a financial wall around myself, around my family. I think Jim Rohn said that one time, build a financial wall around your family that nothing can get through. And that's what my intention is. So it's just not negotiable. I have a lot of emotional exhaustion and the mental load of not really having an income right now. But it's not the time to be dramatic. It's time to be methodical and getting shit done. So I am prioritizing my writing, my filming, and building assets. Maybe it's shorter work blocks. Maybe it's, just rearranging the whole schedule on a daily basis, which to me is a little chaotic, but as long as I'm getting something done, I feel like I'm progressing forward. I keep an eye on my stats as far as, is my work gaining more traction, meaning visitors to my blog, is, the shifts in the stats going up or down. And thank God they're continually rising. So I'm very thankful for that because the work I'm doing is producing. So the stress is real, but my commitment is very real. And, you might have heard a little shake in my voice earlier. I think about my dog all the time. He's been a godsend for the last 5 years when we adopted him. And also just the stress of, you got that background noise. You quit that DoorDash. You don't have any income to pay your bills. Okay. Yeah. But without knowing it, I write down rules because I didn't realize I actually was creating them. But it's actually what I've been doing. And so I'll tell you about them. Rule number 1 is keeping the big, heavy anchors. My training, my nutrition, and showing up. Number 2, let the clock bend. Same work, different hour, same effort. Maybe it's a different order. And that's not easy for me because I like to stick to a schedule. And there's nothing about my household or what's going on in life that I have to be a part of that is ordered. But for rule number 3, I do not negotiate with my emotions. I don't ask, do I feel like it? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You still got to do it. I ask, where can this fit in today? How will I find the time? No, not how will I find the time. Where can I put this that has to be done? And these are just my standards and rules now. But I'm not fragile. I'm not finished. I don't quit because things are hard. I just keep on moving through them while I'm renovating and building myself to be the best version of myself possible. Doesn't mean I'm not going to struggle. If you're holding your life together by a thread while you're trying to build something new, I'm here for you. I hear you. I see you. And join me. Give me a comment below.